Hello again and welcome to my videos on how to do all sorts of stuff. Today I'm going to make some ginger beer, a recipe that I've found. I do not know if it's any good or not. I've never tried it before. Here we go. As usual, I'm no expert. I just do what it says on the instructions and hope for the best. First of all, what we need to do is sterilise one 2 litre plastic empty pop bottle. I've had a sterilising solution in. This is just a quick rinse to get rid of that swimming pool-y smell that you get from it. So I'll just tip that away. That is now nice and clean, as hopefully you can see. Next thing we need is a funnel. If we've got that, let's lift that up a little bit. Funnel on top of the bottle, just to make it easier to put items in. First thing we're going to put in is some yeast. Now this yeast I purchased from Wilkinson's, as you can see. It wasn't very expensive. Anywhere that sells homebrew stuff is where you want to get your yeast from, because it is actually brewing yeast. And we need for this one 1/4 of a teaspoon. So you don't need an awful lot. Let me just pop that in. Next we're going to need some sugar. I've got 8 ounces of caster sugar, which again gets poured in through the funnel. Next up, we want some grated ginger. I've got some nice fresh ginger here, which I'm going to grate in 1 second, and of that I need 2 tablespoons. So just get the grater out and just give it a quick grate. There you go, this is about 2 tablespoons of freshly grated ginger. As you can see, there's not a lot of that left. So to that we want to add the juice of 1 lemon. Now, we'll put my knife over here. You all know how to juice a lemon, don't we? But I like to use the old-fashioned methods. Give it a good squeeze. And then just pour that lemon juice onto your ginger. And then add to that, add to that 1 tablespoon of honey. This is the honey we seem to have in the house. It's going to do. I'm not buying honey specially because we don't use an awful lot of it. There's a good tablespoon of honey there. Add that to the mix. And then what we need to do is to give it a bit of a mix. So you've got the ginger and the lemon and the honey. And that is smelling rather good. Once that's all mixed in, as you can see, that's looking quite good there. It's a question then of pouring that through the funnel. So you pour the ginger mixture down through the funnel. And hope that it'll all run through. Get a bit of encouragement. You also need to fill the bottle to about 3/4 full, about 3/4 full of water, just enough to be able to dissolve all the sugar, and hopefully help this liquid ginger mix go through the funnel. That's, I don't know if you can see, it's got stuck in the funnel, the ginger mix. This is where a wooden spoon comes in handy. It's got a nice long handle and you can just push it through. That's it. And then we can carry on filling up. It's about 3/4 full. Another jug full, I think. A jug full, but being it's a 2 litre bottle, this is a 1 litre jug. Go to round about there. Take the funnel out, put the cap on, and now just give it a good shake. Slowly at first. Well, that's what I'm doing. It says to give it a good shake. What we're doing is try and get all that sugar to dissolve. And until that has dissolved, we can't do the next stage. I should probably add at this point to any new viewers that I am not an expert. I just find things I like to try and give them a try on camera. So you, my audience, can share in the delights and the mistakes. Obviously there are experts out there and I'm probably doing something wrong, but you know what, don't bother messaging me because I don't care. I think that's fairly well dissolved. Next step is top it up with water, leaving about 1 inch at the top. So you add more water to it. About 1 inch gap at the top. There we should. So with the lid back on now, all that's left to do is to place it somewhere warm for about 48 hours. Then the bottle should feel hard. It's like a fresh bottle of pop. And then it should be ready. And then, 48 hours time, we shall come back and see how we done. Until then, thanks for watching. Well, here we are a couple of days later. This bottle is, as you can see, absolutely rock hard. Now it's been in the fridge for a few hours. I've had it in 24 hours due to circumstances, but the reason you put it in the fridge for a few hours is to kill the yeast, because you don't want it to work anymore. The final job is to take one empty, clean, sterilised bottle, load it up with a funnel in the top, and put a sieve on top of that. That's the setup I've got here, and then all you need to do is pour this through the sieve to sieve out all the cack. With a bit of luck it should fizz quite well, so have a listen. Whoa, I hope you can see that, that's quite lively. It smells very gingery too. Just let that settle a little bit. Certainly don't want this spewing out all over the place, do we? You could, if you were that fussy, you could go for something finer than a sieve, maybe a coffee filter. Or a piece of kitchen roll or something like that. I'm just going to go run it through the sieve and see what happens. If it doesn't look clear enough, I can always pass it through something else afterwards. Woohoo! Ginger beer everywhere. That is rather lively. I didn't expect it to be that lively. Guess he's got a lot of cleaning up to do. It smells very nice, I can honestly say that. But, well, that's settling. I don't know if you can quite see in there. That's what we're trying to sieve out. That's inside the top. Right, so there we have it. There's probably about half a bottle of ginger beer there. Bit of a mess on the side. And what looks to be a ginger beer waterfall. Look at that. Right, it should now be ready for drinking. I'm going to put the lid on it, put it in the fridge and get cleared up. As I say every video, I'm no expert, I'm just trying things out. So hopefully we'll see you again and I'll try something else. And until then, goodbye for now.